Forever 21, Zara, H&M, Topshop, Gap, Urban Outfitters, Rue 21, Charlotte Russe. The list can go on and on. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines fast fashion as an approach to design, creation, and marketing of clothing that emphasizes making fashion trends quickly and cheaply available to customers. Many people love fast fashion without even knowing it had a name. However, according to Business and Human Rights Resource Center, fast fashion continues to put garment workers' health and well-being at risk. And it doesn't stop there. My name is Crystal Graham, and I have been making the effort in the last year to buy ethically while discovering the awful effects of fast fashion on people and the environment. There are so many harmful effects from the fast fashion industry, including exploitation of factory workers, choking our environment, overconsumption, extending landfills, and much more. I love fashion, and I understand the want to be fashionable. I think we can look as good as we want without hurting the environment and the people who inhabit it. We should educate ourselves and become more aware that the clothes we put on our bodies from fast fashion brands are not worth the hurt the brands cause. Fast fashion is the most demanding industry in the world that forces everyone to be a part of it for better or for worse. According to a documentary on Netflix called The True Cost, 1 in every 6 person alive in the world today works in some part of the global fashion industry, making it the most labor-dependent industry on earth. Most of this work is done by people who have no voice in the larger supply chain. According to Forbes, with fast fashion, you trap people into poverty. 75 million people are making our clothes today. It takes a garment worker up to 18 months to earn what a fashion brand CEO makes on their lunch break. A majority of the garment workers earn less than $3 per day. Human labor is used to cut corners in order to produce fast fashion. Cheap clothes are made by underage workers entering the industry as young as 14 to work long, hard hours for low wages. Today we purchase over 80 million pieces of new clothing each year. That is more than 400% the amount we bought just 2 decades ago. All you have to do is look at our landfills. You can see by our landfills that the amount of clothes and textiles being thrown away has been increasing steadily. We continue to buy and live with all these meaningless things. We need to redefine what makes us live a great life. Is it by how much we own? It is clear that the fast fashion has a major impact on our world. There is an increasing amount of research that suggests that it also has a growing effect on us, the consumers. It is known that the more people are focused on materialistic items, the less likely they are to be happy. The more they focus on money, image, status as being important, the more depressed and anxious they are. Psychological problems increase as the materialistic values increase. According to Psychology Today, the philosophy out of sight, out of mind is our problem. We do not see the workers suffering or the massive landfills, so it's easy for us to lack empathy or compassion. Advertisements for these clothing companies send us the message that owning the materialistic items are the way to happiness. However, we consume the thing we thought we needed, then we discover we didn't like it as much as we thought we did. But that's okay because we can buy a new one, a better one, a different one. The message the companies are portraying is that the way to solve the problems in our lives is through consumption. But there are alternatives to participating in fast fashion as well as preventing clothes from going to landfills. According to the Huffington Post, you have to create new healthy habits in order to not revert back to them. Although there are many companies out there now that are ethical, sweatshop free, and use recycled materials, they're very pricey. So a perfect alternative that are just as cheap and you can find the same clothing brand in perfect condition is thrifting. You are not contributing to the waste of clothes or to the ethical practices of fast fashion. Clothing doesn't have to go to landfill. You can donate your unwanted clothes. In conclusion, I understand that everyone wants to be fashionable, but it should not come with such a high price. Keep in mind the harmful effects caused by fast fashion I mentioned today are only a few. Ultimately, we have the ability to change our world with every small choice we make, because those small choices make huge impact.